There are times when people will pay more for toilet paper or water or gasoline.
But does that mean stores should be allowed to charge more for those things, especially when people need them the most? Almost everybody would agree price gouging is a problem.
But what's the right solution? Well, there's less agreement on that. Seth Kaplan is live with more. Seth.
Disagreement, Valerie and Dennis, over the solution and even over the definition of what exactly is gouging.
Gouging is when you're making astronomical profits and increasing prices just because you can.
Democratic State Representative Ryan Bizzarro says that's what gas stations are doing.
Corporate greed is driving these price increases up, and the money is flowing out of the pockets of working people into the shareholders.
So he introduced this bill, which would stop gas stations from changing their prices more than once a day or charging a, quote, unconscionably excessive price.
We're not only seeing it with gas, we're seeing it with other goods and other services.
He says think back to early in the pandemic, people hoarding masks and hand sanitizer and reselling them at jacked up prices.
I myself couldn't find hand sanitizer during the pandemic. I had to make my own literally from aloe and buying rubbing alcohol. That's how much of a shortage there was.
But were those shortages because of gouging?
Gouging means really overcharging for something.
On that point, former Spirit Airlines CEO Ben Baldanza, who now teaches economics, agrees with Bizzarro. Some people accuse Spirit of nickeling and diming, charging extra for everything, but usually not gouging.
Maybe if we charged over $100, they would have said we were gouging.
More seriously, he says the way airlines are always changing prices actually prevents a shortage of airline seats.
It's just the fact that more people fly to Florida in February than fly in July.
But airlines usually don't run out of seats in February because they just charge more and some people decide not to buy them. So does that mean Walmart and Target should have charged a lot more for basic goods like toilet paper early in the pandemic?
I think that's right, because clearly had everybody gotten one pack of toilet paper, we'd have been better off than the first 10 people, each taking a tenth of the stock and everybody else being left out.
And sure enough, this Republican-sponsored House bill would narrow the definition of gouging to something more like Baldanza's definition.
Nobody wants prices to go up. But the alternative is not to have the product for some period of time.
And as for those two bills, the Democratic one to regulate gasoline prices has a much better chance, of passing the Democrat-controlled House. But before it could go to the Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro, it would have to pass the Republican-controlled Senate. Checks and balances, Dennis, as I know you're familiar with.
Very, very much so. Seth, thanks so much.